Marty Levinson here, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine. I'm your host, Avi Meyers. No, maybe I'm Marty Levinson. I don't know. I want to thank my entire technical crew, Sonny Hersh. Join us for a full new season of Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. And I do want you to know that all our shows are available on the World Wide Web at ntnm.org. You don't have to www anymore. ntnm.org. Your gateway to the internet, where in the few months that we've been putting shows on, over 10,000 shows have been watched. Actually, it's more like 11 or 12 or 13 now. Actually, it's more than 11 and it's more than 12. Well, whatever it is, I can't count every day. And by the way, our second most watched show, right behind the Deep Tunnel, weighing in now, let it know, who knows what it's going to be by the time this airs, with over 1,500 individual watches, is our barbershop show, done at the actual barbershop where Marty Levinson cuts hair, together with Al Levin and John, Sonny Hersh, and myself, and all the rest of it, where Marty performs the only haircut in the history of the world on Al Levin, where he keeps his glasses on the entire time. If my hair looks a little off today, I only saw him a week ago, even though I'm going to see him in a second or two, okay, I didn't get down there today, but he did such a wonderful job a week ago that I haven't totally screwed it up yet. We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Marty Levinson.
Avi Meyer, thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here.
First of all, thank you.
My 45 minutes now of fame.
And it's going to be more like an hour 45, if not longer. And there's probably, virtually every important politician in the history of the world at this point has grabbed those scissors and said, "Hi, I'm Marty Levinson."
That's a nice, very nice thing. I'm honored. I'm really honored to have certain people that really would be my honor to just shake their hand, let alone do my bit.
Well, when Mayor Daley does the bit, that's when I'll really know that we've. That's my goal.
Mayor.
I mean, we've had Congress people, we've had gubernatorial we've had all kinds of people.
Fun.
But anyway, let's talk about. So you know what? The fact of the matter is, you really are a barber, though.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and you know what? One of the things I like that we talked about once upon a time is this is not exactly. I mean, most people today. I wanted to tell you a joke last time I was in. Hi, is this the hairstyling saloon?
Haven't heard that one.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's pronounced except with one more zero. That's a saloon or salon.
Right.
And if you want a cocktail at my shop, you can have one.
Right. Well, first of all, I usually go on the air afterwards, that's not
true.
The best thing. I mean,
right.
I'm holding out today. I don't even want a sip of anything, but until we're finished with TV time.
No problem.
But so much of what goes on today is so cool. Now, first of all, I think you do a really nice job of basically, I would never be able to cut or not just cut, but even comb my hair. I can't comb my hair the way you do. So you already like put a twist on it in the first place in terms of style. But you were talking before, like if people want to go into the business. I mean, previously that there is so much so much emphasis on this coiffure fashion.
Right.
But what about if somebody actually really wanted to be a barber?
Well, you could go to beauty school, cosmetology school, which is maybe a half a dozen in the city. This school will.
You really do need a license, though.
Yes, you do. You have to be licensed by the state of Illinois. You go to cosmetology school. I think it's 1,500 hours. Now, most of the cosmetology schools have women going there, but there are some men going. And what happens is they give you 15 or 18 weeks of schooling, but out of all the schooling that you get in cosmetology school, only 2 weeks is how to learn how to cut men's hair.
Really?
Yes. They don't really teach you a lot, so what you have to do is learn by somebody like myself who would be willing to teach certain kinds of haircuts that they don't teach you in the beauty college.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Idea. I like it because in being in this business, in my business, it's not just one thing. You're not just pounding out a die or any kind of a piece of metal or something. The styles change all the time. People come in, you have to know how to give it to them. They show you a picture. You have to know how to do it. So being a barber, like myself, for many, many years, almost 40 years, it just comes natural. You just look at the picture, I can do that. That's how it is. And it's just like, and I'm not patting myself on the back, it's just how you go about doing your business. In order to stay in business, you have to keep giving what the people want.
And that's true. I haven't quite been going to you for 40 years, but more than half of that.
Yeah. I've known you for over 30.
It's probably true.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I think so. No question about it. And, hey, been getting good haircuts ever since. That's one thing that Al Levin and I will always share in common is good taste in barbers. And it's interesting, too, because my friendship with Al Levin was based almost strictly on the fact that when we both found out we had the same barber, it was just a really cool thing.
Right. Right. I remember Al asked me, do I know you? And I said, I know Avi for many, many years. I've known him not as long as Al. I've known Al since Al was like 17.
Yeah.
So, and he's a great guy.
He is a great guy, no question about it.
He's got a lovely wife and a nice daughter, and he's just a nice guy.
He is, and
he's grown into be a real person, a real good person type.
Yeah, he's a mensch.
Yeah, right. He's a mensch. That's exactly right.
That's for sure. So, tell us about your wife and family.
I have a wife, Karen, who works now. She's working in the Skokie school system, and she has a new position. Her name is Karen Susan Levinson, and she's working in the private school sector now, sponsored through the state of Illinois and the Skokie school system, which says that the schools that are in private sessions have to have a teacher from the regular school system that comes in and takes the children, each child a half hour per week, as many as the school needs to have, and she teaches them things that they have to get in order to get through.
And she is
mostly in learning disabilities, that type of a thing. These children that she's doing right now are not heavy learning disabilities. They are children that need just a little bit of help. And she's at the 3 Jewish day schools and 1 private school that's all kinds of children, doesn't matter what religion they are, and the other school is a Catholic school in Niles. She's got 5 schools, and she'll have 28 children that she's going to take care of for this year.
Very nice.
And she loves it.
Now, okay, let's talk about daughters.
My
children? Yeah.
Oh, well, I have a son, Adam, who is a school teacher at Elk Grove High School.
Yeah.
He's an English teacher. He also does the debate club, and he's been a teacher now for 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
And I have a daughter, Heather, who has borne me 2 grandchildren, Aiden and Cameron.
Yeah.
And she's a school teacher in Streamwood, Illinois. She teaches 2nd grade. And I have a daughter, Jenna, who is going to college now. She's been in college for a little bit, and she's going to finish up within the next year. And I have a high school student, Amanda, who is at Niles North High School. And she will go on to college, and she wants to be a teacher also.
Very nice.
Yes.
So that's quite a crew.
Yes, 3 girls and a boy.
Okay.
Keeps me busy.
And you got to keep those clipping figures in shape.
Got to keep limber.
No, that's for sure. So, tell us a little bit about you. What any hobbies, any interesting aspects, or?
My hobbies are basically my family.
Okay.
If you want to call that a hobby, that's I care about my family more than anything, and I try to take care of them and do the best I can, and make sure everybody stays healthy. And it's one of those things where you are a parent, and it doesn't matter how old your kids get; you're always going to be a parent. They think things don't change, Good times, bad times, you're always there for them.
That sounds great. And no, I definitely, listen, I've been there often enough. I can always tell when one of your kids calls and the special care you take with them.
Yes,
and I hear the love and the affection and all the rest of it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And, well, first of all, I'm sure they appreciate it even more than I do.
Yes, they do. They're wonderful kids. I have to, Kinohora, I've got great kids that have never had really any problems at all, and typical little things here and there, but nothing major, like, can happen in life, and I'm a very fortunate person. And
God willing, things will continue on a really good path, and everybody will have much happiness and health and all the best stuff.
Well, I decided that I'm 63 years old. I'm going to cut hair. I'm going to stop when I'm 75.
Okay. Well, 12 years may not be enough. I may need you longer than that.
Well, then we'll make a private thing out of it.
At this point, I want to thank you. It's important that all of you really understand that there really is a Marty Levinson.
That's right.
And I'm glad that you had a chance to meet him.
Thank you.
And watch for him at the beginning of just about every single show I'll ever do.
Thank you very much.
And we want to thank you.
It's a fun thing.
And I want to thank Sonny Hersh, my entire technical crew. I want to thank all of you for joining us. Check us out on the World Wide Web at ntnm.org. And Marty, first of all,
a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, and it's my pleasure. And thank all of you for joining us, everybody, and stay tuned next week. And bye-bye, everybody. Thanks, Sonny.
Bye-bye.